Authorities in Zimbabwe are proposing a 9-year minimum jail term for those involved in public examination fraud. This comes after public exams have been repeatedly blighted by leakages of examination papers. Several arrests have been made, but stakeholders in the education sector feel the sentences are not deterrent enough. Final ordinary level examinations began today for the class of 2023. Authorities believe they have plugged all the holes. Now, primary and secondary education spokesperson Taunga Nandoro spoke to ZTN Prime.
The Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, obviously working very closely with its state arm and parastatal, the Zimbabwe Schools Examination Council, Zimsec, we have got, and we assure the nation that we are very much raring to go. Our examinations are secure, and we have also our learners and pupils who are also ready to write. All our candidates are ready to write. In terms of the security measures that you may you may be afraid of, to allay your fears, Zimsec has put in a cocktail of strategies to ensure that there is no pre-access to any examination paper whatsoever for O and A level. And the security measures are so tight, watertight, such that they cannot be breached. In the unlikely event that someone manages to breach the security that we have at the moment, the punitive measures that are going to be taken are going to be extremely deterrent for.
We are now joined by the Zimbabwe Teachers Association Secretary General Goodwill Taderera to discuss this subject further. Now, Goodwill, there are proposals for a 9-year minimum sentence for exam cheats. Now, the question is, what is your take as the teaching fraternity?
Okay, thank you very much on that one. Good evening, viewers. Yes, our take is that this couldn't have come at a better time, as we think that this becomes a deterrent punishment, and more so that it is a minimum of 9 years. There is no doubt that exam leakages are a direct attack on the integrity, credibility and fairness of our examination system in its entirety. It's particularly unfair to the learners who do not have access to any of the papers before writing, including those who have access. It's still unfair, as that is tantamount to rewarding laziness and those who cheat.
Now, perhaps as follow-up to that, what else in your view is the lasting solution to this problem of exam leakage?
I think we can come up as all stakeholders with a combo of the lasting solutions. But in our teachers, lasting solution to this stage, rather now, is first the deterrent, the sentence that has been imposed, the minimum of 9 years, which we of course believe it can be more. Secondly, the nullification of those that will be caught as culprits, nullification of their results, and maybe a serious reduction in the number of people involved in which test batteries, which subject be written per given year. The reduction of involved in examinations management, particularly the processing from testing right through to printing, and this may actually narrow down the scope of investigation. Should there be examinations, the fewer the persons, the better chances of avoiding the leakages. If it hadn't been the case as well, we think that Zimsec should have an examination bank from which to choose which examinations to be written in any given year as we move forward.
Now, ordinary exams are now underway. Do you think that the students perhaps were adequately prepared, and do you think that we could actually see an improvement in terms of the pass rate?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that As for whether or not the learners were adequately prepared, I'd say yes and no at the same time. Why yes? In the sense that learners nowadays are exposed to lots of learning media and platforms, unlike in the past, physically and technologically, if you would like to say. Physically, in that there is now a heightened move by parents to take learners for extra lessons, even when there is no vacation school. Of course, except the poor and the marginalized and those that are in rural areas, mining areas, farming areas, who do not sometimes give credence to their education of their children. Technologically, because the children can now learn through various platforms such as Google and other learning sites that are available to learners, in that sense, some are better prepared. I would say no, in that this is the crop of learners who got affected by COVID-19, if you remember. The updated curriculum, which also bombarded and came to both the learners and teachers who are still grappling to acclimatize as to the new curriculum, which they still are yet to learn how to maneuver and deliver results. Again, I would say no, because ministry refused to grant vacation school. So the learners may not have adequately prepared like has happened in the past.
Goodwill, thank you for giving us that update as well as the insight in that developing story. We look forward to engaging in conversation further. Now, still on this very subject, let's take a quick look at the history of public examination paper leakages in Zimbabwe. The first instance of a leaked manuscript was documented in 1996, and throughout the course of the past 2 decades, leakages have been recurring. Zimsec withheld the O-level chemistry results for Gokomere High School in 2005 after suspecting that the chemistry teacher had leaked the paper. The following year, O-level examination papers were stolen after a school head from Karoi gave some men a lift on his way back from the council's regional office. In 2009 and 2012, Zimsec withheld the results from 2 private colleges due to unusually high pass rates and the suspicion that teachers had leaked examination papers. In 2013, O-level integrated science and geography papers leaked in the Midlands province. The following year, 2014, 4 other examination papers leaked. As a result, students were required to retake all the papers in question. Zimsec withheld the exam results of 47 students in Mutare in 2017 after suspicion of yet another leakage. One of the most recent leaks was in 2020 when a Zimsec employee was caught selling exam papers to candidates, and O-level mathematics paper 1 was reportedly leaked at a school in Murombedzi. In 2022, a whistleblower alerted authorities that a paper 1 mathematics exam had been leaked on WhatsApp in PDF format.